We are live. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. Evening here on the Huddle, Saturday night edition of the Huddle Live, hanging out with you and me, just talking up creator talk, sharing some latest update news that's coming up real soon. So do me a favor, grab a pen, grab a pad, grab your favorite beverage. It's time to go to work. Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong, where we talk about content creation. We talk about helping you as a working class content creator to grow your channel, get more views, make money online. And so if you're new here tonight, let me know in the chat where you're watching me from. Give me a hashtag Team Live in the chat. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag Team Replay 2 times in the comments section. As I said tonight, we're hanging out on a Saturday night edition of the Huddle. We were not able to go live last night, had some family interaction with some family that came over to the house, and unfortunately my living room is also my studio, so had to give way to family coming over to visit, but I didn't want to wait till Sunday. I wanted to go live Saturday night since the family is out of the house now. I'm alone here in the studio with you live here on a Saturday night, and we just want to share some upcoming news that we are so excited about coming up in the next several weeks on the Huddle. And so, hey, it's about what's going on YouTube and our channel. So without further ado, hey, let's get into this upcoming news that I want to share with you. Those of you in the Huddle, since coming back here live on the Huddle, we really had a focus on really trying to help working class content creators grow their channels, helping them to get views and to make money online. That has been our focus here on the channel. And so we've been doing that for a while. Well, I'm excited to announce now we are getting ready to launch our series on working class content creators. And this is fresh off the press. Our upcoming guests that are going to be joining us for the month of July. There you see on the flyer, next Friday, July 17th, we have the returning 24-hour boss, Brian Hill, going to be live here on the chat, on the Huddle. We're going to be talking about the importance about having confidence and camera authority, how to be comfortable being on camera, whether if you're going live in front of a live audience or you're pressing record to pre-record a video to post on YouTube. How do you build the confidence to feel comfortable and being on camera? And so I'm excited that Mr. Hill is returning. Just was recently on the Huddle just a couple of weeks ago, and he said, man, I'm willing to kick this off with you. And this is going to be a series not just for the month of July, but we're going into the month of August. I don't want to get ahead of myself. About the things that we got planned for August and September. So right after 24-hour boss is live with us on July 17th, we have the purpose and productivity queen herself, the real Florence Donald, making her long return to the Huddle, coming, and she's going to be sharing with us as working class content creators how to remove the friction from your content process in creating content. What is your workflow? What are the things that your systems and your automations that you have in place that's going to help you to create content. So when you sit down and start working on your topic and your ideas for your videos, what are the systems and the workflows that you have in place that are frictionless? And if you don't have it, we're going to be talking about identifying what are the friction points that is hindering you as a content creator to create content and to be consistent on YouTube, to be able to upload consistently, to be able to create content and not feel like you're so exhausted and tired and that you're struggling to get faster in editing your videos and getting them uploaded. And so on the 24th, we have the real deal Florence Donald, who's going to be a part of this working class content creator series. Now, if you are a full-time content creator on YouTube and you don't have a job that you ain't got to worry about, then you're still welcome to join it. But this is about us as working class content creators, just like my man already in the chat, 24-hour boss, already doing his homework, doing a sneak peek here in the huddle with us, along with others watching us vertically on the vertical live feed or horizontally. And so we got the real deal, Florence Donald, right after the 24-hour boss. And then we have a good old friend who's been with the huddle from the beginning days, Mr. Lewis Rollins II of Brother Rollins Videos for Christ. This man has a silver play button. This man has last time I checked his channel, he had over 187,000 subscribers on his channel. So if anyone's going to talk about the topic about how do you build and launch a successful faith-based YouTube channel, this is the man. This is the man who can share from his own personal experience, because now we're seeing a lot of content creators who are Christian content creators who have a passion and a purpose for the Lord, and they want to be able to create a Christian YouTube channel. They want to create a faith-based YouTube channel. Well, how do you launch and do that successfully? Lewis Rollins II, he's our man, and so we are excited. That's just July. Now, we're working on finalizing August. We already have 2 people already locked in for August, but we have 2 other open slots for the month of August. So the month of July and August is going to be the summer of creators. It's going to be the summer of creators. If you're a person who watches the WWE and you know recently CM Punk just recently won the WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, and they're now already proclaiming that this is the summer of Punk. Nah, this ain't the summer of Punk. This is the summer of the working class content creator. So July and August is going to be exciting because we want to encourage one another. Yes, views have been down across the board on YouTube. Yes, we know over 20 million videos are uploaded to YouTube on a daily basis as a platform. And so just having on these different guests, sharing their perspectives, sharing their tips, sharing their tools on how you can better remove the friction from your content creation process, how to build confidence on camera, how to have a content strategy on growing and launching your YouTube channel. Man, this is going to be exciting. And that's why we titled it the Working Class Content Creators Series. And so with our hopes and our expectations, as we go through the month of July, as we go through the month of August, even into the fall of September, we're going to develop this into a podcast series. We're going to try to do our very best to keep these interviews 30 to 45 minutes, so that way from a replay standpoint, my replay crew can really enjoy watching the replay and listening to the replay of these episodes, whether if they're watching them on mobile, whether if they're watching on their laptop or desktop, or if they're watching on them on their YouTube TV, HD television, whatever their choice that they're looking to do. It's going to be an exciting thing. It's definitely going. This is going to be a good as 24-hour boss says. This is going to be. This should be some good content um, that we're going to be sharing and pouring out. Just rallying together. And, and more as I thought about the huddle, as we talked about a couple of weeks ago, in terms of sometimes you think about changing your YouTube name to kind of, go in a different direction. But more and more as I thought about the huddle, it's about rallying together content creators. Just like you see in sports, when a team comes together, they have to take a timeout. You see it in basketball. If a team has lost the momentum and they're starting to lose the lead to the opponent, a timeout has to be called by the coach. And then they all get together and they huddle up to call not just the next play, but a series of plays to get the momentum back and get the lead in their favor, to take the crowd out of the game. And so that's what we're doing over these next several weeks. We're huddling together, collaboration, taking collaboration to the next level. And so if you're excited, let me know in the chat. Hashtag excited, hashtag excited, hashtag excited. Do me a favor, click that like button for me, hit that thumbs up, share this on your favorite social media platform, because this is going to be an opportunity where you don't have to wait for the next content creators conference in Las Vegas. We're going to be doing this every Friday. Now, in terms of the live streams for Sunday, we're going to pause that because we're going to really get behind these interviews every Friday night. And so we can maximize the replay. We want to maximize the replay of these series, of these live streams that we're doing. So we're going to pause. We're going to pause the Sunday episodes because we really want to just put our effort and our 100% commitment in bringing quality interviews from each guest. So that way, from a replay standpoint, you get value. That way you don't have to worry about, oh man, another episode is dropping on Sunday. I didn't watch Friday. Nope. You can take your time, and then we're gonna have a real quality focus on how we're gonna repurpose these episodes so we can use, Sunday up to Thursday on how we can repurpose these interviews, on how we can repurpose them on YouTube, whether through YouTube Shorts or through a horizontal video, or if we're going to do them, post some clips on Instagram. We're really going to have a concentrated focus. And so that's what this series is going to be about, because content creators, me included, we need to go to the next level. We got to get to the next level. And getting to the next level is about the word of God says, and I believe in Proverbs 27:17, that iron sharpens iron. And so when you start getting around other like-minded people like yourself, and we bring on these guests, these series of interviews are going to be periods of time of iron sharpening iron. You need help with your thumbnails? Guess what? You're going to be watching interviews that's going to be iron sharpening iron, helping you to get better at your thumbnails. You need assistance on how to better use AI tools and leverage them to buy back your time. That's what these interviews are going to be about. Iron sharpening iron. You need help with finding your audience and being able to know where your audience is, that's what these interviews are going to be about. Iron sharpening iron. You're a content creator who's been going through an extensive period of burnout. Ooh, the I'm trying not to spill the beans. I got this one guy who's coming in the month of August to talk about burnout. I thought I had a clear understanding about the effects of what burnout can do to you. But when the month of August comes around and he comes to share the real deal on how burnout is really making an impact, a negative impact, not just on you as a content creator, but in your own personal life, you're gonna end up coming to understand that it's gonna be time to hit the reset button on a lot of things in your personal life and in your content creation process. And so that's what this working class content creator series is going to be about. Now, if you are a content creator who's been on YouTube for a while and you said, man, I just feel like I can't get my channel discovered. I just can't seem to get any visibility. Hey, I got some great news for you. Yeah, I already have some guests already lined up, but guess what? September's coming, October's coming, November. Here's what you want to do. You want to make sure you subscribe to the channel. You want to make sure that you are following these different interviews and begin to become a part of the Huddle community. And if you are looking for an opportunity to be able to come from obscurity to the forefront, we're gonna put you right here on live with me. We're gonna give you an opportunity to share your story, to share what your YouTube channel is about. You just have to be willing to have a quality microphone. You got to have a pair of headphones to make sure that there's no feedback. You got to have some good video equipment and a decent camera, whether if it's your phone, your iPhone or smartphone or a webcam. Okay, I don't want you to go spend no $1,000 on a DSLR or mirrorless camera. But if you have a decent camera and you have a nice, quiet place where you can be away from any type of distractions, you have a open invitation to be one of these guests on the Huddle, so you can share how you're creating content as a working class content creator. You just got to connect with the Huddle, be a part of the Huddle community, make connections with me, and we'll get you up here live. We'll get you on. I will make sure I give you enough time so you can tell your family, you can tell your friends, you can tell your cat, you can tell your dog, you can tell your fish, whoever it is that you want to tell, that, hey, mama, I'm going on live on the Huddle. And so that's what we have upcoming here in the next coming weeks. And I just, once I got the confirmation from these first three guests, once they signed off on the fly, Brian, if you in the live chat, you can already go ahead and start posting the flyer officially right now. If you want, you can go ahead and start posting it on your post and community tab or your Instagram. You can go ahead and already start. After I spoke with one other creator that I wanted her to sign off on, once the real deal Florence Donald signed off on it, she said, yep, we're good. We're good. You can go ahead. And I think I was waiting for her photo. I had an old photo of hers. She was like, nah, you can't use that. So you want to make sure that once I signed off on my guest and everything, so you can go ahead and start posting the flyer. I also have some social media promo material, Instagrams that I'm gonna get to you very shortly, because I know, Brian, you're up first, and so I got to be very expeditious in getting yours out real quick to you first. That's why I got to make sure I hit you first, and then I have some time for Florence, and I have some time for Lewis. But just getting back into to the groove of just reaching out and collaborating with other content creators. If you're a person who wants to bring on guests to your live stream and you want to collaborate, there is a process. A process. You got to be able to reach out to people the right way. You got to reach out to them, and if you're fortunate enough to have their email address, you got to be able to reach out to them via by email in a professional and a respectful way that lets them know that you respect their time and you respect their process of what they're doing, so that way it doesn't become a conflict. See, collaboration is about two people coming together to work together for a common cause. Collaboration should not result in a form of being a conflict for a person. And so just getting back into the swing of just reaching out to just some of the guests that I had, I've really had to take my time to say, okay, this date doesn't work for this person. So let me move this person over here. Okay. And you said, well, Walter, well, what do you do when you reach out to someone and you're waiting to hear back and they just haven't responded? Because I understand people are busy. They don't check emails. They don't check text messages and notifications a lot. Well, I have a policy. I'll give you 24 to 48 hours. And if you haven't responded within that first 24 to 48 hours, I'm going to take the assumption that, hey, look, right now you have some other priorities. That right now are of more of importance. And so just like in the business world, we're taught that if you get an email from a customer, you got to be willing to respond to them, to acknowledge their first email within the first 24 hours, and letting them know, hey, I see your email, I see your concerns, and here is the recommendation to provide a solution, or here's what we're going to do in process of getting the matter resolved. So I take that same approach. And then so if a content creator I reach out to and I say, hey, I'm reaching out to you, I want to give you an invite, and you don't respond within that, I try to give it 48 hours versus in the business world 24 hours. If they don't respond, then I'm moving on to the next person. And if they respond in a couple of days after, okay, fine. I'll schedule you for another date. If you're so interested in still coming on as a guest for these interviews. And if not, I move on. Again, because as content creators, especially growing a small channel, and we realize that there are a lot of large established YouTubers who who have their videos probably are more competitive, and so the YouTube algorithm tends to show their videos more to the audience or niche that you are in if it's more competitive and you can't seem to break through. Well, guess what? We're going to really utilize this series on bringing new content creators who we don't know to the forefront. I've been very fortunate just kind of watching over the last 90 days some new YouTube content creators who are new to YouTube, and they find the huddle and they say, hey, man, I really like this. So I'm making a point to really deepen the connection and to offer that opportunity to say, hey, look, if yes, I see you haven't live streamed yet, but if you're looking for an opportunity and a platform to let people know about what your channel is about, well, that's what we're gonna provide in this series. And so I'm excited. I'm excited. Hey, do me a favor, click that like button for me. Those of you who are watching me live, and if you're watching the replay, definitely hit that thumbs up for me. Share this on your favorite social media platform. And if you're new to the huddle, I want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Click the alert notification button, because we are committed to helping working class content creators like yourself to grow your channel, get more views, make money online. And so that's what I got for you tonight. Wasn't going to stay on long past 30 minutes, but just wanted to share this exciting news of this series that we are launching And we are partnering and collaborating with content creators like yourself. Now, yeah, I could have went after the big name YouTubers. In the past, I was fortunate to collaborate with who again, I think to this day, being a small channel, being able to collaborate with a co-author of a bestseller book like YouTube Secrets and Benji Travis, who's partner with Think Media's Sean Cannell, could have reached out to a Dan Courier or Jeff Barch, or what was the other guy's name? Dale Roberts, self-publishing with Dale Roberts. These people are real established big name YouTubers. Kevin Colby, who's exploded and whose channel is exploded. I think he was just starting out when I brought him on to the huddle, and now his channel is really taking off. So Kevin, I could have reached out to them, but I said, no, we're going to work with other content creators just like myself who are growing their channels, similar subscriber count. Now, hey, if we're fortunate to have a large established, well, I take that back. We already got one this month. We already got this one this month, and that's Lewis Rollins II. This brother already got a silver play button, so I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I already got him. See, wasn't purposely trying to go after a big YouTuber, a large established YouTuber, but his numbers and his work already speaks for itself. I think last time I checked, he has 187,000 subscribers. He has a silver play button. He's been interviewed by Sean Cannell from Think Media, so already got a large established YouTuber. And then I got up and coming growing YouTubers like the 24-Hour Boss, the real deal Florence McDonald, the Purpose and Productivity Coach, and I got some others that are coming. Let me know in the chat. What you are excited about regarding your YouTube channel. What are you working on? And during the month of July, let me know in the chat. Put what's your latest project that you're working on? How can we partner with you to make sure that project is a success? How can we partner up with you here on the huddle? Let us know. Really would like to know and partner with you. Well, that's it. Wasn't gonna been on here too long. Just wanted to come on and share this exciting news about the Working Class Content Creator Series that kicks off July 17th with the 24-hour boss, Brian Hill, and so many others that are going to be joining him. So grab a pen, grab your popcorn. Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Hey, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Because this is going to be the place where it's happening. So the train has now arrived into the station. We're going to go ahead and bring this episode to a close. And guess what? I will be seeing you. Make sure I get this right. Boom. Look into the camera. I will be seeing you Friday night, 8 p.m. on the huddle with the 24-hour boss. You need encouragement. You need to be more comfortable in being on camera. You need confidence. You need to have camera authority. Join us on Friday. God bless.